By any measure, Donald Trump is filthy rich. Currently worth just over $3 billion, the real estate mogul and television star who found a third career as President of the United States can afford just about anything he wants, and he has no problem showcasing that ability to everyone around him aside from his documented love of cheap fast food. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and in this video we're going to show you how the ex-President of the United States of America splashes his money. But before that, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more similar content like this. Now let's dive in. Number 10. Cars. Like many rich people, Donald Trump has an exquisite car collection. His toys might be among the most impressive around, though more for quality than quantity. Trump doesn't collect dozens of cars, but what he does own are some of the most expensive, most powerful, and highest quality luxury vehicles ever made. He owns a 2003 Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, which ran over $445,000 upon release. He also keeps a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo VT, a Mercedes Maybach S600, a Tesla Roadster, and a 2016 Cadillac Escalade. In addition, he keeps a 2015 Rolls-Royce Phantom. Around this vehicle starts at around $500,000 and is fully customizable. Who knows how much Trump spent to make the interior as lush and golden as he likes everything else. Number 9. 17 golf clubs. As he's shown many times over the past few years, Donald Trump loves the game of golf. He's been investing in the sport since 1999 when he purchased his first club. But today, the president owns not one, not two, but 17 different golf courses around the world. Many of his clubs were properties he snatched up after the Great Recession of 2008. Even still, he spent hundreds of millions of dollars simply on buying all these properties, never mind renovating them and turning into worthy showcases of both his brand and his favorite pastime. Take the Trump National Golf Club in Los Angeles. Trump paid $27 million to buy the course from its former owners after a landslide sunk the 18th hole and forced the club into bankruptcy. Trump and his organization have since spent over $260 million renovating and updating it, making it the single most expensive golf course in history. Number 8. $100 million private airplane. If Trump ever feels like a luxury helicopter is too cramped, he's always got his luxury private jet to play around in. His personal Boeing 757 is among the most valuable and most powerful private planes on the earth. Trump purchased the Boeing, which had been built in 2011, for an incredible $100 million. That alone makes the jet now formally dubbed Trump Force One, the 8th most expensive plane in the world. It's likely worth even more now that its owner has upgraded it so much. Inside you'll find a lounge bedroom, a dining room, a guest room, and Trump's own personal master bedroom. Inside the master bedroom is a private cinematic entertainment system and a private bathroom. Number 7. 3 helicopters. Lots of rich people own helicopters. Trump, meanwhile, reportedly has 3, mostly because he's, well, Trump. To be fair, we've only seen 2 of them, and considering how much Trump likes to show off his wealth, it's rather curious he doesn't show off all of his whirly birds. Number 6. Gold everything. We can't proceed any further into the video without Donald Trump mentioning what he seemingly loves most of all: gold. Perhaps the ultimate symbol of luxury and a well-off life. Trump prefers as much of his world be adorned in gold as possible, from gold-rimmed cups and plates to gold-plated sinks in his private planes. Trump's world is only slightly less covered in gold than King Midas. The furniture, blankets, and curtains in his jets and homes are even laced with gold. This even applied when he became president, where he replaced the curtains in the Oval Office with gold-colored and gold-rimmed curtains. If he thought he could hit a golf ball accurately with gold-plated golf club, he probably would. Number 5. Real estate. Forget the politics and the apprentices. Donald Trump is first and foremost a real estate guy. He's been active in the industry since joining his father's company in the 1960s. It's where he made his billions and where he likely will continue to do so until retiring. Currently, Donald Trump invests in properties all over the world outside of the US. Buildings in Canada, India, and Philippines, South Korea, Turkey, and Uruguay all bear his name and fingerprints in the United States. Trump owns buildings in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, Florida, Hawaii, and Nevada. It's difficult to say how much money he's invested over the decades, but considering his specialty is high-class luxury apartment life, it's safe to say he spent hundreds of millions, if not billions, between buying, selling, and investing in all of these properties. Number 4. The Trump Winery. Despite being a teetotaler who claims he's never even sipped alcohol in his life, Donald Trump owns a humongous winery. Clearly, he's not his own best customer. Trump purchased Charlottesville, Virginia's Club Estate Winery and Vineyard, which was at risk of foreclosure. He ultimately paid just over $3.5 million for the estate through methods one could describe as both creative and shady. According to Bank of America, who had paid $16 million for the property's mansion at a foreclosure auction, Trump first purchased acres of land around the estate, then arranged for it to intentionally look closed off. This move alleges Bank of America made other potential buyers shy away from making an offer, as they thought the property was either wrecked beyond repair or exclusively earthed by shrubs, thus without any other options. The bank took a bath and accepted Trump's offer. Whatever you think of this method, it was clearly worth it, as the former Clues Winery is currently valued at over $25 million, since renaming it after who else? Himself. Number 3. GOAT a tribute to Muhammad Ali. Not everything Donald Trump spends his money on is gold-plated and super flashy. Sometimes when he purchases his legitimate sentiment value, such as a signed copy of a Muhammad Ali tribute book. The fact that its cover is almost entirely gold is merely a bonus. Trump has long been a huge fan of the boxing legend, even tweeting after Ali's passing about how he was truly a great champion and a wonderful guy, so it makes sense. Number 2. A gold-plated motorcycle. Donald Trump isn't one to ride motorcycles, but he's most definitely one to own one. But being who he is, he couldn't just buy a regular motorcycle. No, sir. He had to find a way to adorn it with as much gold, if not more, than his usual insane purchases. In 2012, Trump visited the set of American Chopper, and the show's stars agreed to customize a special motorcycle just for the future president. It was pure Trump with gold plating and lining. Everywhere the tank was gold, the handlebars were gold, and even the wheels were gold. The Trump name made it right onto the pedal and the engine. Number 1. Trump Tower. By 1995, Donald Trump had a ton to his name, so why not spend the money to add not just one more thing, but 3 more things? He did just that by purchasing a 71-story building at 40 Wall Street in New York City, renaming it naturally to the Trump Building. The total cost? $10 million. Damn near priceless, this building has a storied history that long predates Trump. It was built in the late 1920s as part of the so-called Race to the Sky, a competition between several NYC fat cats. To see who could build the world's tallest habitable building, the 927-foot Trump Building, then known as the Manhattan Company Building, actually won the race, briefly until a month later when the nearby Chrysler Building added a giant spire to surpass it at 1,046 feet. The Manhattan Company called shenanigans since spires aren't exactly livable, but less than a year later, that 1,250-foot Empire State Building showed up and claimed the tallest title outright. By the time Trump Tower showed up, the building was in bad shape, having been neglected. 4 years after the shadowy 1982 deal brokered by Filipino President Ferdinand Marcos fell through, Trump purchased the lease in 1995 for $10 million, though he's since claimed he only spent $1 million. Either way, it's clearly been a sound investment, as experts currently peg the building's worth at over $1 billion, making Trump's most valuable building by far. Not bad for a place that was just shy of dilapidation before he swooped in.